Hi everybody, welcome to my tiny house. I'm Carolyn Karr and I live in a tiny house in Alton, California in Park Delta Bay called Angel's Haven. Today I'm making a little video about utilities in my tiny house. I have water, electricity, propane, gray water disposal, and internet. I think that's all. So, in the house, you can see under the sink, the black box with the light on it is my on-demand hot water heater. The stove is propane. The on-demand hot water heater is propane. The heat is electric, and the lights are electric. So those are the utilities that I use. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I have a composting toilet. That composting toilet is manual except for the exhaust fan, which you can see right there is plugged into electricity. So I'm going to go outside and show you around out there. As you can see, I brought a suitcase back from Kansas City. Don't kid yourself that it has clothes in it. That particular suitcase has a coffee grinder and a food processor, among other things. So it's a beautiful day in Park Delta Bay. I'm told it rained the whole time I was in Kansas City, and it's clear now, which I think is a tribute to my amazing weather control powers. It was cold in Kansas City until I got there and it warmed up. So, be that as it might, here is the working end of the hot water heater, which you saw inside the kitchen. So then, coming around to the trailer hitch end of the tiny house. There's my car there. I'm looking here towards the marina. My lot basically extends from this tree to this tree over here. Here is my HughesNet, which is how I get my internet. I have a storage cabinet in the back of my tiny house, as you can see. The electrical panel is inside that. And HughesNet has their cable running across the ground. And I'm going to ask them if there's some way I can do something other than that, because I think it's a little dangerous. So, over on this side of the tiny house, every lot in the park has a utility hookup. As you can see, mine shows my lot number, which is G8. Here is this black line that you see is the electricity for my tiny house, or is the power cord. Basically, if you pulled that out, I wouldn't have any lights. So we have a couple of things at this end. We have the white potable water line. Potable water means drinkable. And this is not a garden hose, people. This is a potable water line. Then we have a gray water line. The flexible hose that you see there is for the drain water of my house. I don't have to have a black water line because I have a composting toilet. This gray water line has been put on a canted board. While I'm out here, I notice it's fallen off the board a little. I'm going to pick it up. The purpose for the board is to enable the water to flow through the gray water line. And picking it up just now like that, I can tell you that there is a lot of water settled in it. So this tells me that we need to modify the design of the gutter so that the gray water hose stays on the gutter. You can see that there's an electric meter here. We do pay electricity separately. Water and sewer are included, along with trash and recycling. So coming around to the back, we have Bertha. That is my propane tank. I think she just sits there so beautifully. I call her Bertha. This is supplied by Suburban Propane, and it is set up on what is called, I can't remember their name for it, but basically they come out on a regular basis and keep it full, as opposed to me telling them when I want propane. The crows are still in the back. I don't know if you can see or hear them. I'll be quiet in a minute. In any event, little free advertisement for Suburban Propane. And that is, I'll give you a little view of the back row. It's beautiful and green here. We've talked about this in other videos, but you see the bridge. That's a creek back there. It's a little muddy out here. Looking back, you can see the back end of the park. I'm on the high end, which is good because I'll keep more dry. And coming back around, here's my porch from the back side and a view of my tiny house. I don't know if you can see the porch light, but my tiny house was built so that it's the maximum width and height that you can be and not have to have a wide load designation. The porch light had to be put on after we got here. So that's the utility set up at my tiny house, and I thank you for watching this video about my tiny life. Have a great day.